All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here at the 2022 New York Auto Show, and behind me we have a really exciting car that I feel like not enough people are talking about it, so I'm going to be doing the talking. It is a 2023 Wagoneer L. L is for the extended wheelbase. It's for 12 extra inches in the trunk. We are very excited to be here, and we are very excited to look at this Carbide Edition. We're not really sure. Carbide Edition, it's like very blacked out, all the elements, you get it. But what I really want to know is how's the trunk space and how's the car seat setup. And if this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the Car Mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of 2 and a certified child passenger safety tech. Let's get started. Okay, so I've done a couple of Wagoneers tours before. I've done the Grand Wagoneer and the regular Wagoneer. What I want to focus on today with this one is 1, what's the bench seat like? And 2, how nice is the extended wheelbase version? So we'll do a quick little exterior walk around and then we will get into the interior. Starting off, she's stunning. I mean, the more I see this car out on the roads, the more I like it. I think my first impression, I was a little about the whole thing. I didn't love the rounded out windows, but the more and more I see one, she's growing on me. Is she growing on you too? Starting off at the front end, we have the 7-slotted grille right here. I'm loving all the blacked out elements on this version. I think it looks beautiful against kind of this steel gray. Going around to the side, we have some wraparound LED headlights, a belt line that goes all the way down the vehicle, and then a lot of great blacked out elements. Let's take a second to look at the wheels. Blacked out wheels on a dark car always get me excited, and I love this blacked out fender right here to kind of tie all of that in. Continuing on down, we've got a black roof rail, a little bit of a blacked out runner, the Wagoneer badging with the backwards American flag, cute. And then along to the back end, we do have the part that I think is the most controversial, which is the rounded out windows. And I will say in the extended wheelbase, like I'm even more of it. It's still not my favorite, but I really think I'm gonna be sold on this interior. I'm so excited to look at this bench seat and this extended wheelbase, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Coming along to the back end, I actually think her back end is darling. I do. I think the back end is very G-Wagon-y vibes. I think it's very high-end. Love the Wagoneer badging right here. A little bit of a bar that goes across, but I just love this like completely flat back end. It looks like a G-Wagon to me. Okay, so that's the exterior. Let's get in the driver's seat, talk about some of the driver's comforts, and then we are going to dive into the car seat setup. Okay, so here's a shot of me in this 2023 Wagoneer L Carbide Edition. Living large is the only way I can describe it. I mean, I am so in to the interior of this Wagoneer, and I think it's honestly only going to get better as we keep going. So as far as my driver's amenities are concerned, I have a digital dash, heads-up display, a nice steering wheel with some great buttons. Look at this. They even have the Wagoneer like on the adaptive cruise control. Like, we love a little hidden touch. A huge screen. I've got ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel. Okay, so let's quickly just break down this display. Now, this is just the Wagoneer, so it's not like the cream of the crop Grand Wagoneer. MSRP has not yet been announced, but I'm hopeful. I mean, the regular Wagoneer, not the L version, I think was a good bang for your buck. Still a lot of money to spend, but I do think you were getting a lot for the money. We'll quickly just go over the display. It's pretty simple. I really appreciate that it's built in. We've got air vents on either side. Stop start buttons right there, wireless charger and some other cubby spaces down there. All of our things to go off-roading and put it into drive, not really my wheelhouse. And then here we have cup holders and then some phone cubbies as well. Okay, center console, kind of a lot to break down here. First of all, cute. In here we have a USB and a USB-C, and then inside we have a really nice size center console. We love to see it. Only thing I would critique, honestly, I'd like cup holders back here as well, but I'm ridiculous. So when you're a ridiculous human and you need like 3 to 4 cup holders, you would appreciate them right here. And honestly, Jeep, I feel as though you could have added them. There's plenty of empty space. Great panoramic sunroof going into the first and the second row. I mean, the seats are comfortable. I think my visibility is still pretty good in this car as well. I mean, those rounded windows, as ugly as they are large, which is helpful for visibility. So anyway, let's get to the second row and check out the car seat setup. All right, here's a shot of me in the second row of this Wagoneer L. I have this seat set for a tall driver, and as you can see, I've got decent knee clearance. I mean, I do think it's a pretty decent back seat, and you can go a little bit more back, not a ton. Okay, I was pretty much all the way back already. But definitely enough. These screens are kind of cool. However, they can make it more difficult when installing rear-facing car seats because obviously you lose a little bit of room. But I was still excited to see a HDMI cord, a USB, and headphones. And then it's Fire TV, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but like I'm excited to watch this demo and find out. Look, it's all the things we know and love. It looks just like my smart TV. That's pretty cool. As far as our door panel is concerned, let's kind of break this down. We've got some really great window shades right here. They keep the door panel pretty simple. I mean, it looks just like it does on the driver's seat. Kind of a lame side cubby, very shallow. You know me, would love to see a cup holder here, but we just cannot have it all. Some more of my passenger comfort. We have all of our climate control down here, heated seats on both outboard seats, and then literally so many charging devices. We have an outlet, 2 USBs, 2 USB-Cs, and a 12 volt plus my own climate control. We have vents here and vents here. I'm disappointed we don't have ceiling vents. I'm genuinely disappointed because I feel like for a full-size SUV with kids in car seats, I just think the ceiling vents offer such better ventilation. So I was so surprised to see the vents not be on the ceiling. And no one even tried to tell me it's because of the panoramic sunroof, because I know plenty of cars that have both. You can do both. But what I am excited to talk about is this car seat setup. Okay, something that's pretty cool about the Wagoneer is it's actually 3 separate seats. So what that offers is a lot of versatility and flexibility to do some pretty cool car seat situations. Let's talk a little bit about the hardware for a second. So we've got 6 seats back here. Every single seat has its own tether anchor. What? We love to see it. As far as lower anchors are concerned, we have them in every seat here and then 1 set in the 3rd row for, like I said, a ton of flexibility. It gets better if you can even believe it. So since these are 3 separate seats, the seats are a really decent size. So you could put a car seat here, you could put a car seat here, and then mom could sit right here. You can also access the 3rd row with car seats here and here, and you can even access the 3rd row with some car seats installed because of what we like to call the car seat tilt. The car seat tilt tilts the entire seat, doesn't affect the integrity of the installation, and then you can access the 3rd row. Now obviously only some situations will work here. It'd have to be a car seat installed with the lower anchors, preferably forward facing. I would imagine you could do it rear facing, but you would just have to move this seat up first. But I mean, that's like the best access you can ask for. Okay, so here's a shot of me in the 3rd row of this Wagoneer L. Look at this, I have my own little sunroof. Are you freaking kidding? The 3rd row has a sunroof. The 3rd row also has cup holders. We also have USB, USB-C, and we even have these little cubbies down here. Look at how cute those are. I'm so happy to see tether anchors on all 3 of these seats. That is such good flexibility for forward-facing car seats, and we even have lower anchors. The back seat, or the 3rd row, is actually a decent size too. I mean, I can comfortably sit in the middle. I've got great head clearance. I mean, I am honestly very comfortable back here. And these are with these seats pushed all the way back. Okay, not to just like totally fangirl over the Wagoneer, but if you're comparing this to a Suburban or a Yukon XL, one huge thing that stands out to me are these 2 things right here. You know what these are called? Middle head restraints. You know who doesn't put them in their car? General Motors. Come on, GM. It's time, babe. Okay, everyone's doing it. You cannot ask families to put their children here or themselves here and not have a middle head restraint. So good job, Jeep. We love to see it. Ford and Lincoln also offer middle head restraints. So I'm hoping that we see GM do it soon. Okay, now the real moment you've been waiting for. What does this L mean? What does 12 extra inches in the trunk look like? So we're gonna find out. I'm so excited. I mean, it's incredible. With the 3rd row up, look at this trunk space. Beautiful Jeep, love an extended wheelbase. Nervous to hear pricing, excited but nervous. A little bit of storage underneath there as well. And then what's great is you can fold down both the 2nd and the 3rd row, which I think, oh, and it's a press and release. You guys know darn well your girl does not have time to stand there and press something like this. I don't have time, I have toddlers. I mean, and now you have a truck bed. So that's exciting for you. I'm so into it. I literally have a crush on this car right now.